tried going live for members, and there weren't any members. So we're going to go live publicly. I can't sleep and have 1,000 things to do, and I probably have other stuff I need to be working on besides this right now, but Pedro, uh, regulars will know our child with the ASD. One of her tisms is that once she gets it in her head that a word is pronounced a certain way, come hell or high water, that is, and for always will be how she pronounces it. And one of said words, phrases, is the very popular elf on the shelf, right? Now, we've never had an elf on the shelf, but the last couple of years, Miss Pedro has gotten mildly infatuated with them, only she doesn't say elf on the shelf, she says shelf on the elf. And AJ and I have tried to explain to her that that's not the words. Hi, dinosaur. Hi, Ewok burrito. Was that you? Was that you on Buy Me a Coffee this morning? Because if it was, you're amazing, and thank you, and you're very kind, and we love you. Back to me. The topic at hand. No, actually, it's my child. And so she always says, shelf on the elf. And AJ and I have explained to her tirelessly that that's not the words, it's not how you say it. And be damned if she doesn't still just say it that way. And there was one day that her and I were engaged in a heated debate about this last week or so. And I told her that if she said it one more time, it just might come true. And by golly, if she didn't say it, shelf on the elf. And I said, all right. So then I committed in my mind that I've set myself a goal that by December 1st, I was going to make her a damn elf on the shelf with a shelf on the elf, and then it would be a shelf on the elf, and she'd have one. Well, look at your calendars, and it'll be December 1st in a couple hours, and that has gotten this far. My lathe broke down on me, so I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it for hours. It's not working so well, but we're not giving up yet. I'm going to switch chat to everybody so I don't miss anything. Dinosaur. Yay, coffee. Coffees are awesome. Thank you, Ewok. You're the poop. Spread hummus. What's up? What is up? And hello to you. Ma'am? I think. I apologize if I don't get people's pronouns right all the time on here, but also if you're going to get all hoo-hoo about that, then I don't care to hang out anyway. I will make an effort. I will make a sincere effort to get people's pronouns correct, but I will not tolerate being ostracized and alienated if I slip from time to time. I don't do it to be an asshole, and I feel like I should be given a little bit of quarter. I don't think I've ever had anybody get mad at me about using the wrong pronouns with them unless I already knew they were an asshole, in which case to be expected. Okay, so we are no longer temporarily attached to the motor. We are now permanently attached to the motor. Huzzah. Huzzah and hooray. And if old dad knows what he's doing, should hear a god awful sound when I do this. I fixed it. I think. Again, this is the fourth time I think I fixed it. Fourth time I thought I fixed it. And I thought about a think suitin', and then I thought it. And here we are. I forgot to put shrink wrap on that crap. Yeah. I'm a professional stunt carpenter. Don't try anything, see how special road. Hopefully you don't see any road. And if you do, you better share. I'm kidding. We don't do that. These are jokes. Because I already did it. No, I'm kidding. That's what my flux goes in. What's everybody up to tonight? What's going on? I've lost chat again. Hi, Katrina. What are we making, Katrina? We are trying to make a shelf on an elf. Elf on the shelf with a shelf on it. So it's an elf on the shelf, shelf on the elf, shelf on the elf. The goal is to at least make an elf that will sit on a shelf. And then if I can devise a way to put a shelf on the elf, then what a lovely Christmas it will be. But in the midst of said project, my lathe broke down multiple times. It's a Beaver Temu special or Amazon, I forget where I got it from. Beaver's not a becoming a more widely known brand, but they are a brand known for being cheap crap. So I got it to practice and for a couple little projects, so I could see if I want a large lathe in my future. And instantly the answer was yes, very much do. In fact, one of the big surprises I'm working on for the girls for Christmas, I don't know if I'm going to get it done or not. One of the features for said project would require a large lathe, but I don't know anybody that has one. I'm making the girls, so I found this guy on TikTok, which is odd because I hardly ever get on TikTok, but I just like randomly, it's like somebody sent me a TikTok, so I watched it, and then I did a couple scrolls, and randomly scrolling I ended up on this guy's live stream. Now all he does is he has this Southwest Rocky Mountain type themed marble racetrack made out of wood for the most part. It's like it's really old. And he races marbles down it. And it's a cute little track. It's a fun little thing. I caught myself like watching for like 15 minutes, just like amazed with the track itself, like the construction of it and all that stuff. Usually when you see stuff like that, it's they got the plastic marble works crap, or like there's all these 3D animated marble races I've seen when I was looking it up to get more inspiration and ideas. But I thought this was really interesting and engaging, and our girls love stuff like that, so I thought it'd be cool to make our own. But I want mine to be more interactive, not so much up to chance, because with this guy, he's got like a little thing that launches all the marbles at the same time, so it's a fair start, but then like it's just physics after that and chance. So I thought, what if when you're playing at a race like that, wouldn't it be so much more fun if you could influence the outcome on Mario Kart meets pinball meets Marble Works racetrack thing? So I've been mad sciencing something together. I am doing a video on it, so you guys will get to see some of the process. I'm not showing everything because I'm inventing some stuff, and I want to keep some of the secrets and components to myself in case I decide to like market it eventually, because I would like to do stuff like this. I had an epiphany the other day and realized that I've had it before, but like it came back to me that I really, my passion with like woodworking stuff is in making toys and games for like kids and people to enjoy. Is what I really want to do. But so all that aside, never mind the participation aspect of all that. Just for this marble racetrack, on one of the turns, I would really like it to have a vortex instead of just another big turn. So like, think when you go to mini malls and stuff like that, they have the big funnel wishing well thing. You put a coin in, and it goes around and around and around and around, and eventually goes down the hole. One of those. So you think all the marbles get to the turn, and then it's this big, exciting, like, oh, it's gonna, and they all go down. But the only way to make one of those out of wood is with a huge lathe. And mine, I could do a funnel about that big. I need to make one about at least like a foot in diameter. So, yeah, much larger than little guy here. But hoodly do in case they're on all those sounds and whatnot. I'm trying to decide if there's a way I can save this because my old screw broke off in this one and I'm not getting it out. And I really don't want to waste that chunk of wood, but see, I got these ready to go. So, and I want to get something done. I was hoping to do some editing tonight too, but I do not have the mindset for that right now, so we are clearing the head and calming the nerves first. Because when I make you guys a video, I want to make it with love, not panic and sadness. Bye, Chucky. I love you. You were my best friend. You were my dude. Anybody, I watched, no spoilers, don't spoil it for other people who haven't seen it. Anybody watched Stranger Things yet? Oh! Best pseudo finale, because it's one season, but it's in 3 parts, and each part's like a season. Oh, best installment finale ever. Holy crap. We were literally screaming and jumping up and down with excitement at all the exciting things that happened. Mainly just the big exciting thing, you know, but whatever. Don't explode! It almost exploded. Cheap piece of crap. I will die because of power tools. Tragically young. And all my Frankenstein shit modifying things. Language, I forgot. We were members only live earlier, but no members came. I went public live, and I have to remember I can't do member live things in public lives. Like language. And things that rhyme with chickapeen. Because that's fun. Oh, very dangerous.
Yeah, you. Yeah, you.
This is not centered. It's part of the problem. Why is it not centered? What about now? Oh, that makes me nervous. I don't like doing jank stuff. Sometimes drink we must. Now text. Read it later. Where's my chat? Live chat. Okay. Well, if you guys are still with me, hang out. There we go. Jesus and Moses. baby cheeses. Got that one so off center. Yeah. Much better. A little better. More repairs. Oh, hey, we have more people. Hi, more people. Welcome to the party. Stupid chat thing. Here we go. Hello, Nola. It is pretty scary, Trina. It is pretty scary. It's not scary once you get used to the noise and vibration. It's not supposed to be making that much noise. That's telling me that it's very much unbalanced and off center, which is not safe. But I know what to watch for, so I'm just being cautious. Oh, broke another screw. Okay, so those are not screws to be using. Oh crap, gang. I'll have to make another thing. Apparently figure out how to salvage these. I'm almost out of my little blanks here. places I wanted for head and hat. Unusable. Hold, please. It's okay. There was a fire, but I put it out. Most of the smoke is cleared. And everyone's safe, most importantly. Still have to install my breasticles. Walk with me, talk with me. Oh, it's probably gonna screw my mic up doing that. Yep, there it went. Okay, for anybody still watching, do I still have audio? I just killed my mic. I'm plugging my charger to move you people with me. Sweet. Thanks, Dinosaur. Okay, deck screws are apparently way too brittle. So we're going to try say a bunch of butter or imperial wood screws. Let's see if they are more forgiving. Thing is, I have to do this whole thing to dress it. Because the lathe came with a screw thing, but it was, take that. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever used a Dremel or a rotary tool, but you know the little mandrels that you screw a polishing wheel onto? So it's like a smooth bit and then like not even an eighth of an inch of tiny threads. And they're supposed to withstand the thousands of revolutions per minute that the lathe spins. I don't think so, Captain Picard, if that is your real name. So what I have to do is take a regular screw, cut the head off, grind some of the threads down, and then use that. And hopefully it doesn't break. But first things first, I have to cut the head off and grind the threads down. No! I knocked stuff on the ground, but it's okay. Because some stuff likes to be on the ground. It's not us to decide where the stuff gets to go. Stuff has rights to. Thank you, Enola. Yes, deep breaths. Okay. All caught up now. Apologies if there's volume. Put on my safety glasses. Should probably put you guys in the action, right? You can see. Like a good professional YouTuber. Yeah! Rock and roll sounds. Phase 1 complete. On to phase 2. Pliers. And now we're gonna make more spark. Yay! 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 Yay with me. Yay! Where do you want to get this time? Right there? God, the cinematography is amazing. Ah! I know I said some stuff likes to be on the floor, but you're not stuff. You're a people. You have to stay here with me, even if it's vibrating loud. We've done it. All that for that little guy. Right, so we've baked our screw at 350 for 45 minutes, or at least until it's golden brown. So I'm gonna sit here and talk with my Sherpa about buying a yurt if you guys want to go ahead and truck ahead. Where are we? Oh, wait, sorry, this is a different one. There once was a Chucky that I had right here. Till it disappeared. I kind of remember it falling. There it is. It'd be like that, dogs. For real though. It was at that point in the story that our hero realized he set the screw down somewhere and didn't pay attention to where he put it down. Did it also fall? Oh, there it is. I think my shut might be untrue. Out of alignment. Not centered. It is a little bit. Okay. No wonder this thing won't be right. Is it even a straight line from there to there? Nope. Okay, that's my problem. The damn machine is manufactured out of alignment. No wonder it keeps getting out of whack. New blank. Maybe this is the editor is telling me to go with a smaller hat. I was like, I was gonna go like hat head. Will make. I mean, I guess elves don't have really tall, pointy hats. That's more of a gnome thing, but still. First sound, thing. First sound. Let's see, 1 3/8. So 11/16. That is also 11/16. Don't know how to make wooden balls. I'd like him to have a little bit of autonomy. perambulation rather, and such. But I'm not sure what type of mechanisms I can employ with my limited tooling. So I was thinking about maybe, I guess, like drilling holes through, like the arms and into the torso, and then through the torso to the legs, and running like twine, string through them. So it's got some floppy to it, but also it's going to be important that it sits. So square butt, flat butt anyway. Chronic condition known as lack of acetosis. When you think about it, every time someone loses an eye or an appendage, lowers the average number of eyes and appendages. So if you have 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 eyes, you're an above average person just by being you. Isn't that fun? That does not look centered to me, but whatever. The math says it is. And we don't argue with math. I've tried. Once upon a time, I had it. What in the semi-charm kind of Mickey Mouse operation am I trying to run? There we go. I knew I just had a stupid thing over at the neighbors installing a shelf for me. Not half an hour ago in this very boutique. Again, Sam. Right away, that one already feels more centered. Let's go to that person. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. You're looking at my ugly mug instead of my ugly bench. Oh shit. Bent territory. This thing is so screwed up. What is the deal? How's that a thing? How is it even a thing? It's better. Great. This thing needs a different system. Right, dude. Gonna split. Active. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. But we're gonna send it. Look away. right out the gate. Broke again. Yep. I think, or did it just slip? I think it might have just slipped. I'd say I don't think my little girl's gonna have a shelf on the elf tomorrow, like I wanted her to. I was hoping to leave it as a surprise when I went to work. Dad's gonna have to be the one that notices it when he gets home now. After he gets home. peek there. Or you can see the head and the hat there, and then this will be separated. Oh, sorcery. Justin has 1.5 legs. Yay! Hey guys. Hello, stragglers that's just joining us. If you like what? If you like Santa Ana sweet shops, this is what they would be like. Pretty much.
I slipped on my face.
That makes much more sense. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, guys. Quiet time. Okay. Yo, okay. Let's clean some of this up real quick so I can see what I'm sexy. Poop. Oh well. Screw broke again. Did it? No, wait, maybe it didn't. Alright, I gotta figure something out with this whole set screw thing, because it's dumb. I really wanted to sand him on the lathe and be super silky smooth. Maybe I still can. Crafty about it. I used to have to, the old one, put a little drop of super glue on the threads. And that would keep the screw from boring deeper into the workpiece. That's the problem I'm having right now, is as it spins, it's spinning clockwise, so it drives the screw in deeper. Because the piece is meeting resistance from me, so as I'm turning, it's driving deeper and deeper until it gets to the point that the piece is slowly pulling the screw out of the chuck. So if I put a little drop of glue on the threads to keep them from driving deeper into the piece, it should stay in the chuck more better. Should. Nope. I'm not put really on that, so it is what it is. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make legs and arms. Hopefully, to give you guys an idea of how he's taking shape. Head body. I'll probably stub him up, make him like that tall instead of super tall. Like that maybe. Couple little legs, couple little arms. Yeah. Pardon me whilst I hunt for more wood. So half an inch. This way it is, 1 1/4. So 5/8. Alright. Yeah. I'm going to try to carve them all at once. I think that's going to be the most efficient, rather than set this up 4 different times for essentially the same piece over and over again. Just carve them all at once out of the same piece. I may have to fix that now before doing one this big. If I didn't lose it forever. There it is. These things are so dumb. I'll have to get crafty here, I think. Hang on. Just fancy freaking maneuver out here. Just nonsense. Ugh. You guys up here, you can see it a little better. Okay, so I get this dum-dum inside here for this screw to go into. But I've got this screwed down to that screwed down to that screwed down to that. So it's the whole process to take it apart. So I'm going to try something here. And I want a record if it works. This is going to be one of my more screwy maneuvers, I think. But I think it has promise. Here's the move. Ready? Every YouTube woodworker's best friend. See angle even activator. That's what that is. So I'm thinking just dibble dabble there. In there. Come on. There we go. And that sharks. It didn't work. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna try it again. I think it's a solid idea. Just bad execution. Another. Oh, we'll get this. See, that's the problem. I keep losing it right there. So. Set, then glue. Should be alright. Yeah. Progress. Very carefully. grab it. Minimal force. I said minimal force. Aha! Did it. How you like me now? Yeah, let's try this angle. Why not? Seems like fun. Probably straight as can be. I don't think that's centered. Oh, we're at capacity. Okay. Hopefully that's. Oh, don't tell me we lost that one too. Okay. Getting all luck in the process of getting one back in, I knocked the other one out. Alright. That one's gonna be rough. Should have squared that board off first. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Special tool. Tip. I often wonder, like, is it all lathes or is it just mine that, like, I only get about 5 seconds of work done before I gotta take the stupid thing apart again and see why it's not working now. It's frustrating. Oh, that's your problem right there. Typically trick did not work. Wonderful Logan. Toothpicks. I forgot what toothpicks. Alright, supposed to be good. Knife. Here, they're just red and black, and all of my tools are red and black, so I can't see you. Alright, seriously, I have this stupid thing right here. Just used moments ago. Oh my gosh. Okay. And put it in my pocket. Set tie all up for my knife so I can cut a toothpick to fill this hole. Found both my knives. Pro tip for you. Looks like I'll be doing this on camera. You ever have a screw hole in something that's gotten all wallered out over the years? Screws are all just too small. They won't get a bite in the hole anymore. Most often time I run into this problem is when I'm changing out the door latch after I change a lock on a door or something. The screws that go into the door and the screws that go into the jamb to hold that little catch thing there. Notorious for wallering out all the wood and not really holding squat anymore. So I keep a little thing of CA glue and activator and a little container of toothpicks or scrap wood in the truck when I run into that situation. Just fill your hole up with your toothpicks or your scrap wood and some glue. Spray a little activator on there. It's like you got a brand new hole. And try all over again. figure out why this keeps slipping. If you're just joining us, I'm trying to make an Elf on a Shelf themed present for my daughter. I've got body and a head so far. We'll get some carving and refinement, but my lathe keeps going out on me for various reasons. So what can I do about this? What if I just cut it off? Again. Your whole new day. Ain't that right, Sister Marianne? Whee! Yeah, that's the problem. It's just like driving itself deeper into the wood until it strips the wood out. So what the hell am I gonna do about that? Like drill a pilot hole, then put a tiny piece of metal or something at the bottom of it so the screw can't penetrate past it. No, I'm not thinking something because this is getting old. And dangerous. See right there, it already pulled itself out. Brand new hole, brand new pilot hole. Fresh start, already pulled itself out. So I might have been onto something with the C8 trick. I just need to adjust my approach. I hate these things. That fine sawdust. Keep forgetting I'm filming. Sorry. Or streaming, rather. I need a pokey madoodle. Hey, you hear me, Mother? I said I need my pokey doodle now. Slaughter, Slaughter! I didn't even know she was here. We're gonna make it a little guy. So. Y'all still alive? Sorry, I know I've been neglecting you. I should be wearing a Misfit shirt, Katrina, you're right. No, I didn't do any sketches on this one, which is odd because I usually do for stuff like this. But this one is all just winging it. Which I'm doing that with projects too. But lately I've been all over about designing before doing. But this one, it's whimsical. I don't even know how I would go about designing something like this, like what software I would use or anything like that. I'll probably just sketch it out, honestly. There it is. That's fun. That's one way of doing it. It might be too stubby. I think I'm gonna have to just abandon the whole having this done by tomorrow thing and revisit it. And give myself a more attainable deadline, like by Christmas Eve. So much frustration. I think I need to just start doing my blanks to where about 1 inch of them will be waste. Dedicated to putting in like maybe an actual threaded insert. And then I'll chuck up a bolt in this instead of a screw. Because that's the problem we're having is the threads on the screws are wanting to bore deeper into the wood and then that separates it from the lathe. So I need something that's going to bottom out and not go any deeper, just hold on tighter. I can't even get this stupid bit out of here. Alright, yeah. So, thanks for whatever this was. I know I had experience, and I'm sure you also experienced. In fact, I'm certain of them. I'm tired. I got a bunch of crap to do tomorrow. I get back on the remodel I'm working on, plus make progress on these stupid Christmas presents I get big ideas about. And then tomorrow's finally payday for me, and that makes me happy. A very generous member of the Jerk Squad this morning sent me a tip on to buy me a coffee there. It made my day. And then I got check coming for the customer tomorrow. And check coming from another customer I did work for last week. That was out of town. So give me a check for that tomorrow so I can finally get some of the stuff I need for some of these presents. Some crap I need for work. Get bills paid up. In the opposite order, all that. Let's see where we're at. And then Miss Jen, Mama Jen, from the Jerk Squad, is coming by after work tomorrow to drop off some tricycles that need assembled post haste for their early Christmas with fam and grandkids. Which I need to remember that it's an early Christmas, so I need to do those. Dude, sweet. Ow! My glue cap's full of glue. Now I can't get my glue cap back on my glue. Absurdity. I'm trying to protect my glue from hardening. But I can't put the lid back on my glue because the lid is full of glue that is hardened. It's the very thing I'm trying to prevent. Lord mercy. Really? I hope you guys are enjoying watching me struggle. If you're even there. I know you're there. A couple of you probably fell asleep already. God, it's like right there. Screw it. And now I've lost the lid. Huzzah. And now I found the lid. Not quite. Fire Fignugen. Oh, cool thing happened this week I was going to tell you guys. Not a huge football fan, and definitely don't really give a crap about the Steelers, but am a big fan of John Malecki's YouTube channel, and as is AJ. She's more unscrewed, where they unbox and test merchandise and things like that. I'm more the John Malecki build channel type of personality, where I like where they do woodworky challenges and crazy builds and stuff like that. But anyway, we're both real big fans of the channel, so we're watching their Black Friday special they were doing. And for the video that came out this week, they had bought I think every Milwaukee Black Friday deal at Lowe's, and we're testing all the products and unboxing and things like that. But then for their live stream on Black Friday, they gave it all away. And AJ, without even a super chat or nothing, managed to get John's attention right before the stream ended. Then he mentioned my name on the show, and I won a new Milwaukee drill and impact driver, which I already have, but these are from John Malecki, and they're brand new, so they're probably newer models than mine and nicer. So that's exciting. That was cool to get my name mentioned on a big channel with millions of followers that I watch. Up and down. Anyway, you guys rated this for. You know that means you're doing a good job. No matter what anybody else told you. And if nobody told you today, allow me to be the first to say that you did a pretty good job. Love you guys. Bye.